Untroubled waters for sons and daughters, sisters and brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, every once in a while in your life, you come across people that inspire you and motivate you, and hopefully today you've met a couple of them, and to be honest, that person could just be sitting right next to you. So make sure, just like if you're in church, synagogue, or wherever, to turn to your neighbor and say hi. This is the place to do it. But I would like to introduce my friend, my man, someone that brought me back to life, and I'll just say this. When I died on TV, that was one of the most powerful things that ever happened to me because I'm a papa and I wanted to perform for my family and I felt like I had really let them down. And it wasn't until years later when I met Daniel and I realized that when he watched Expedition Bigfoot was the day that he found his voice. So basically the day I died was the day this young man was born. And that gave me closure on it and also set me on a new path to help him on his journey. So without further ado, somebody who I work for, who's only 15, Daniel Lee Barnett.
Most of our life has been textbook. Get engaged, get married, move into our first home, and we used to say to each other all the time, textbook, isn't it, textbook? And then we decided that we would try for a baby, we would have the small room as a nursery, and then very quickly I became pregnant. The pregnancy was amazing, textbook, loved every second of it, and then 4 weeks earlier than expected, Daniel Barnett arrives.
I am autistic and I have sensory processing difficulties, and I had selective mutism from the beginning years of my life. Ironic that I'm stood here now in front of you today. Thank you.
I knew that something was different with Daniel before he was 6 weeks old. So I knew. And we would go to all of the groups and the health visitor checks and the doctor's checks, and I would say something's different. He's not meeting the milestones. He's not able to do these things. And straight away I'd say to all the professionals, I think he's autistic. And everybody would say, no, you're reading too much into it. No, I'm sure it's not. And I knew. And then it wasn't until about 6 or 7 years later that somebody confirmed what I already knew as a baby.
It began when I sat with Gramps and we were watching Expedition Bigfoot and Finding Bigfoot. When it really started to roll was when I started my podcast, Mythical Legends, and I was interviewing some of the biggest scientists in this field. Hi, Dr. Malcolm, how are you?
Nice, I'm great, thank you.
Me and the whole team, when I heard that you were unwell, I think one of my team almost cried.
Oh.
So we are so glad to see you up and running again.
Daniel has always had obsessions and fixations and strong interests, and we have always embraced them as passions and followed his interests, because that's when he succeeds and that's when he is happiest. So his interests have gone over the years in all different subjects. Fast forward to halfway through secondary school, and he is very interested in the world of Bigfoot. He is very interested in sharing that with his grandparents. He is very interested in watching all the programs on repeat. The actors and the researchers and the production team he started to follow. I want to be like that. I want to do that as well. I want to go out into the forest. And of course, when Daniel wants to do something, he is very motivated and determined to do it. And so we embrace it. We embrace his special interests, even when they become relentless and obsessional. So he uses Nanny and Gramps quite often. So Nanny became his forest partner. They were going out, they were exploring. He was looking for footprints. He was recreating what he was watching on the telly and the interest he had in the professionals doing it to what he was doing in the forest. And it grew and it escalated from there.
It was last year when Daniel first became interested in Bigfoot and doing things, and he wanted to go and do an expedition himself. Didn't know anything about it, so he said, why don't we go up on the Quantocks and perhaps look for evidence of deer? We know deer are there, but how? So let's go up. So we used to go up and find deer footprints and scat and whatever in the habitat. And he got into it, and then we found the deer, and it was amazing. And he said, I want to move on from that now. So he's really interested in Bigfoot. What if Bigfoot is here? Well, skeptical, no, of course not. But yeah, do you know what? Let's get out in the forest. Let's do this. It's fun. It's something we do every perhaps other weekend. We come up and we just look, and we spend couple of hours here sometimes, all day sometimes.
Do you think it helps with his autism and stuff?
Totally. He's the most relaxed, calm, and it's pure pleasure the whole time we're here. And just the two of us. Sometimes he has difficulty when there's a lot of people around. So just him and I having just that time together, I can devote everything, all the time he needs, just to him. He's not competing with anyone else. Hey, we're talking about
right.
you. And how it benefits you to get out of the house and come up here, and when it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just chat about all sorts. Sometimes we bring picnic. Sometimes we literally sit down with a bag of mints, don't we? But it's calming, and it really helps you.
Yeah.
And we just have a great
enjoy.
We just enjoy it every time. We've never had a bad visit here.
My name's Ryan Paul Golombeski, but within the cryptozoological world, I'm known as RPG. So I kind of got lucky with the acronym there. I've been a lifelong purveyor of the weird and wonderful, mostly based on the fact that I was a military brat, and wherever I moved, I was the lowest kid on the totem pole, below the stinky kid. So you kind of get picked on a lot, and you find yourself in the woods, or I would go into haunted houses. I don't know, I began to kind of head towards where my fear was, and I became addicted to it. The rush of going to the woods, calling for Bigfoot, and then coming out and being like, I survived. And I've been lucky enough, I have this kind of passion and discipline that Daniel has, which I recognize in him and I fell in love with right away, to pursue it and refuse to accept anything else in my life that takes me away from this pursuit, this mystery that life's presented to me, which is Bigfoot. I was lucky enough to be on Finding Bigfoot, and then I was even cast on Expedition Bigfoot. And I've been all over the world hunting and looking, and I've experienced so many weird and wonderful things that I just want to share with people to get them in the woods.
Hi, I'm Ronnie LeBlanc. I'm with the show Expedition Bigfoot, as well as Paranormal Caught on Camera on Travel Channel and Discovery. You know, for me, I've looked at Bigfoot as something as a undiscovered primate early on. But what I found really interesting was that researchers that have been doing this for 10, 20, 30, 40 years have then had their worldview shifted, that they realize that maybe this is something else. Maybe this could be something that's maybe more interdimensional or spiritual or even alien. And I actually have had some really incredible experiences that have pointed in that direction. So I think we're starting to understand a little bit more about what these things may or may not be, where they're coming from, and I'm just on this ride and I can't get off.
My name's Renee Holland. I am a research biologist. I live out in Washington State, the Pacific Coast. And for about 10 years, I don't know how it happened, but I traveled the United States, the world, looking for Bigfoot with 3 co-hosts, filming the show Finding Bigfoot. And when that ended, I took a couple years off because I was tired and I needed a break. But just this last couple years, I've started going back to Bigfoot conventions because I really missed connecting with the kids. So once I started going to Bigfoot conventions again, one of them tells me about this young man, Daniel Barnett, who lives over in the UK. He says, I have to meet him. So I start doing these Zoom calls with Daniel and his dad, and this kid is right up my alley. He's passionate, he's driven by curiosity. He wants to understand what Bigfoot is. And then as it turns out, he's talking to one of my Bigfoot brothers, Ryan Golombeski. This guy worked on the show Finding Bigfoot with me, and he also works on Expedition Bigfoot. So through Ryan, I've gotten to know Ronnie. The 3 of us are talking, and the more we're learning about Daniel, the more we know we've got to come over and check this kid out.
Daniel is unable to access mainstream education due to the fact of the anxiety that it causes him. So the confident Daniel that everyone sees is his character, okay? He is an amazing boy, but he has a lot of trouble getting there. Now, so where he can't access that education, he can't learn, so he needs new teachers. This is his subject. And what do you do when you want to know something? You go to the best.
So, guys, very, very excited for tonight's night investigation. Are you? Yeah. So, the plan is for the first part of the night, we're going to split it into 2 teams. Okay, one person's going to go up that path, and the other guys are going to go with me down this path. And by the way, for everyone who doesn't know, we have two new people who've joined us tonight, Craig Barnett and Chris Alsford. Woo! Very, very excited.
Nice. I'm also known as Dad.
Nan told me today that this is your first time doing this at night.
Yep.
I just want to... That is a huge step forward.
And mine.
It's a huge step forward.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Be honest. How you feeling?
I don't know that, and I'm gonna say that very, very honestly. I don't know. It would be cool to then hear some calls.
Daniel, when you come out, do you do calls?
No, we don't. Say I did we did one via speaker.
Okay.
And yeah, that could be something. But no.
Have you ever tried it?
No, we haven't.
Oh, so it might be a first tonight then.
Yeah, tonight. That'd be amazing. Give you the first night you go out.
Would you be able to show him how to do it?
Yeah, of course.
He does about 2-minute long calls, don't you?
Yeah, you know, if there's any big males out there, I wanted to know there's another one in the woods. And then when they show up, I'll be like, Chris did it.
So it's often reported that you hear wood knocks in the forest. Sometimes you can try a wood knock yourself and you may get a response. Often they correspond with the number of people that are in your team. So you may hear 4 people in the team, you may hear four wood knocks, which could be one Bigfoot communicating with another one, that there's 4 humans in the area. We don't know for sure, but we're going to try, give a wood knock, see if we get a response.
Just good. Should we do a wood knock?
Would you like us to do a wood knock?
Go, do it.
Perfect.
That was me and done.
That's good.
We heard the knock, we heard nothing in response.
Copy that. I thought you said Chris was going to do wood knocks.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris is now going to do his wood knocks. 6 and done.
Yeah, we didn't hear all 6, but we definitely heard the noise.
Planes. You want to try one, Danny?
I'll try one. Renee, we're gonna do one more. Nice.
Good day.
So this tech is night vision. It enables us to see far away like it's daytime. You don't have to have this to be out in the forest. It is some cool toys, but you don't have to have them. There's something down there.
So something scared the bird over there. We should make our way slowly and very quietly.
Oh. What's that bird? That's behind us.
No, it's here.
There's 2.
We have a little bit of action over here.
Not bad.
Something scared the bird.
He's whispering. We have a little bit of action, garbled, something thermal. This is your first time out in the dark, right?
First time.
Is this your first time walking the woods in the dark?
In the forest, yeah.
Buddies. First time buddies.
Yeah. I love it. The thing is,
It's exciting.
it's addictive. You know, it's kind of like, even if you're not going out to potentially find something like this, just the stillness. You know, it's there's something about it. I had heard about Daniel's story, but I actually met him on set. But when I was on set and he was there with his family, just felt this connection, and his passion and his inspiration, having this message he wants to put to others about getting out into the forests and everything. And when I was asked if I wanted to get involved, I was all over it. I mean, on a personal note, you know, when I think back, you know, when I was a young lad, my friends and I used to always spend time in the forest. And then, as we know, over the years, mobile phones, social media, that dwindled more and more. You know, we're so used to our sort of phones and screens. And I've got kids, and I look back and I think, oh, you know, why didn't they do what we did? You know, and I think seeing Daniel's passion, not just for Bigfoot, you know, but just getting that message out to all ages. You know, I don't think it's just kids, it's teenagers, it's adults, that you can just get out there. I'm a creative, and I'm at my most peaceful and most creative when I'm in the forest, I'm on the beach, I'm walking through the fields, and you're at one with nature. I mean, I've got kids of different ages, you know, and it really resonated in me seeing his passion at his age, you know, with the challenges that I know that he's had, having spoken to his dad and nan. It's just so inspirational, you know, and I really do think it's going to touch so many people. I don't think it's the Bigfoot element, you know, that's important and it's great fun, but I think it's getting everyone out there, you know. I think it's just a huge message which I think needs to get out there and get out there more. You know, I've worked with children before with Make-A-Wish, and I don't think there's a better message that you can put out there. So I think he's doing an amazing job, and I'm Team Daniel all the way. So I want to support him and his family as much as they can stand me, to be honest. Feels like home.
The daytime.
Feels like going back to the source.
I know, it's very strange. It just covers you, doesn't it?
It's so quiet.
I'm loving it.
You notice where we had those owls when we first got here?
Yes.
They're dead quiet right now. Something's...
This is a great moment, okay? So we heard noise. We tracked whatever it was from there to there. If something is pursuing it, it could still be en route. I'm presenting a moment for you to just go right up there a little bit and sit and listen. You don't have to go far. Between Chris, your dad, and I, whatever's there, it will be in a lot of trouble. And you don't have to do it. You don't
don't have to do it, but it's an opportunity to face your fears and go beyond it. I'll be with you.
I don't know.
You don't know? Be honest. Be real. Don't give me that. Tell me to shut up. It's okay. You're the boss. Not yet.
Not right now, if that's all right.
That's all right. That's all right.
What times you'll be in the woods, you may not see a Bigfoot, but then you feel this overwhelming feeling to get out. Yeah, some people think that could be just infrasound that we can't hear. It's below 20 decibels. But your body's like, your senses are heightened. It goes, get out. Yeah, so pay attention. You're in tune. You'll notice things. I think it's so good for the soul, you know? Yeah. You know, it's like, when I write, I want to walk, I want to be on, you know, it's like the beach, the woods, you know, it just calms the soul. Yeah.
You know, they say removing your shoes, walking to the ground with magnetic forces, it's all you're connecting to the earth. Traditional ecological knowledge. We are one. Find yourself now. Forest bathing during the day, a lot safer. You know, the science behind it.
When you first said that, I thought we were gonna go. I thought the hot tub was coming in. I'd be honest. I was half undressed.
Something's tracking me. The foot will. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep looking at it, but am I the only one that heard that?
No, I heard a crack in it.
It was, yeah, not huge, but there was a definite dry snap. That's good. That's good.
I can't see it.
So it's the first time that kind of I've been here in the dark, so it's just kind of getting used to it. So we've got Chris in front, number one, so then I know he's always in front with his big baseball bat, and then Chris, we're gonna head back down then, mate. Yeah.
Sure you don't want to get to the top? May as well while we're here, right? Yeah?
Yeah. Just getting through that with getting on that ridge with Chris above, it's just what is out there at night. The world changes at night, and it's just getting through that.
coming back, and then we'll reset. I'll blast the woods with a big call. What you just did was bleeping brilliant, okay? Because those are the baby steps we take, because it's all in here. We beat ourselves up way more in here than life ever will. So I'm super proud of you, Dad's super proud of you, Chris is super proud of you. Great job. So Chris just asked us to turn the camera off, but we're not going to let him wiggle out of this one because this is an important message for everyone. Chris?
Yeah, I've struggled with the dark my whole life. Scared to death of it. Sleep with the TV on. You can ask my wife. You got to challenge it. You feel adrenaline. You're a little out of breath. And it helps that sometimes you've been stuck in these situations where you're forced to be in the dark sometimes. But taking the first step is the way to overcome that fear.
The dark's always been a problem for me. I guess fear of the unknown, or just fear of the dark. And at home I've always got a light on or TV or something. Probably not the best way of falling asleep every day, but that's how I cope with it. But that night in the forest, when I realized that Daniel was also nervous of the dark, and we wanted to go up the dark trail that was darker than the rest of the dark forest, I could see he was uncomfortable with going, and I realized that was my moment to step up, face my fear, and prove to him that you can cope with this, you can do it. So yeah, I faced my fears that night, walked on up, and gave a bit of top cover so that Daniel felt more comfortable. So I first met Daniel when he joined a Facebook group for Bigfoot enthusiasts. He was asking about people's research, and he asked me if he could message me. I said, yeah. He said he'd found stuff he wanted me to have a look at with him. And by the way, I'm a 14-year-old autistic boy. Would you come in the forest with me? And I said, no. But after speaking to his father, who explained that he'd always have a member of his family with him, we started talking, and I started listening to his podcast, and then he invited me to be a co-host. But then it kind of evolved, and suddenly we got these 3 massive American TV stars flying over to join us with all their experience, all the field work they'd done, and it was cool. It was cool. Suddenly it was actually a real thing, and we had a plan. We had the film crew. We had everything in place, and now you were part of something that was not just a cheap YouTube documentary. We were making the real thing.
RPG for Renee, we are set for you guys to start and do your whoops.
Whoop! What's that? Is that Renee?
Sound like Ronnie. Don't let anyone tell you what works or what doesn't work until someone finally proves it. You try whatever you can, whatever resonates with you, whatever connects with your instinct or your gut until you figure it out.
Get your eyes on these, mate.
Renee, we have found something interesting. Please come join us ASAP.
Hold on.
Look.
That seems to be placed like that. Holy
shit.
You see that?
We brought you for a reason.
Was that like that there before?
I don't recall it.
I don't recall.
So that's interesting because a lot of people find these stick lifts.
Can we just be careful on what we're standing on?
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on that, Ronnie?
Well, we found a bone pit in Expedition Bigfoot, and a little bit more confined and a lot more bones. Mm-hmm. But this reminds me of that.
Does that? Wow.
Man, I want to take that skull. Right? It's so cool. Yeah, what's interesting is Now north is pointing this way, and it was just pointing that way. So there's something unique about this spot, and go figure the bones are here.
A confirmed anomaly, we're all in agreement.
Yes.
From multiple compasses are showing.
As well.
Your compass is showing where?
Now on that north. North is this way.
Yep. So we have shown 3 compasses to go that way.
Yep.
And then it spins as you come along this here. It spins out, which is I'm showing like a 40-degree vector shift.
Radiation levels? Radiation levels. I mean, up to 50 is normal. Okay. But for it to, it spiked up to 34, and then now it's coming down. But we're at 27. I mean, we're in the middle of the woods.
And it shouldn't, like, if you're moving, that should, I can see it kind of changing, going up and down. But the fact that it's sitting stable and it's moving.
My question, Renee, since we know that there's moving water and that there is an underground type of maybe irrigation or movement system.
That would be the potential to explain that variant. That's what you'd want to rule out.
The way it's so cool.
There and you're saying, wow,
This is a mystery spot, and there's a skull right here.
You also want to find out at this location. If I had a GPS, I would mark this location. Get the lat long, okay, to know exactly where I'm at. Find out where your nose should be, see what this is moving, and then like I said when we had kind of checked this area out, this is a watershed, right? All of this catchment systems I've shown you, I would talk to the municipality.
I want to make a map, and I want to go to the spots, and if we find bones at all these different spots, I think we're one step closer to potentially catching somebody in the act someday. So this is thrilling to me. This is something I never thought of, and I want to thank you all. You know, like, it's awesome. It's awesome.
I thought you were coming in for a hug, but...
oh, well, I can do that too. I mean, I'm having fun with this tonight because everything else that we encountered, I'm going to be honest with you, the different tracks, these are all natural deer kills. I mean, I'm having the best evening, but this is peculiar.
Right, I think let's conclude tonight. I think, yeah. Yeah, amazing.
No one would have predicted this, right?
No.
Don't we, Nan? Where we realized we were standing was basically an old road going up the street. So it was just a really good opportunity for Daniel to say, hey, do you want to step off the trail and beyond your fear? And we all kind of held our breath, Dad the most.
I'm still holding it.
I gotta say, I'm so stoked for you, man. I am so envious though that I wasn't present. So how did you feel? What was
it
that
was
like?
It was kind of stepping over kind of the tree and then stepping into darkness.
Yeah.
Now Chris was up ahead, so I knew that he had his big baseball bat up with him.
What did we find out about Chris?
That he's scared of the dark as well.
Wait, what?
Thanks, man.
Hey, you're not alone, man.
Yeah, it doesn't come. I mean, overcoming fears comes in all sizes, big and small.
Proud of you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, well,
Right.
You too.
Vibe.
well done, well done. Don't leave me hanging. There we go.
And I think Chris deserves one as well.
Yes! Well done, fella. Well done, buddy.
To break through that wall with everyone would be.
Yeah. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be emotional.
Yeah.
It's okay to talk about what the struggles that you sometimes have. You know, you might not do that verbally. You might want to do it naturally.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just opening up so many corridors for so many people that don't know the corridors are there to be able to. Right. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, no. I've heard a lot about you.
Have you, Dave?
Yeah, good.
Daniel, as I know you guys have heard, is from the UK. He's leading the charge in the UK. He went out where everyone said, you ain't gonna find beep. And he found stuff. So we're actually shooting a little something. He's gonna be having a documentary that comes out. I would like to introduce, without further ado, somebody who I work for, who's only 15. Daniel Lee Barnett.
My name is Daniel Lee Barnett, and I'm 15 years old. I'm from the southwest of England. I'm a podcaster, researcher, author, and I am autistic, and I have sensory processing difficulties, and I had selective mutism from the beginning years of my life. Ironic that I'm stood here now in front of you today. Thank you. Once we got round to the fact that this was in front of us, I remembered from Expedition Bigfoot and Finding Bigfoot the eDNA. So I went, okay, let's try it. Let's take some eDNA. What's the worst that's going to go wrong? We throw it in the bin. We get that eDNA and we cast a print, and then this cast remains in our office. I didn't know how to get eDNA tested, and I was 14 at this point, and this was this time last year. So I'm like, I need to find a way, and with me being autistic, I'm like, let's do it. Let's find a way to do this. I had no money, I had no idea what to do, but I knew I had the skills and I had the hope that I could get somewhere. I also knew if this could be a breakthrough, if this did come out to be something, then it would be worth it. I started reaching out to every eDNA company to share my story in the hope of finding a way to have it tested without incurring high costs. And I would obtain a quote and do everything possible to raise the necessary funds. I didn't receive any responses for a few weeks, and me and Nan sat down and we began to lose hope at that point. But then, one day, my dad received a call from a Swiss eDNA company in the middle of a shop, and saying that they're very, very interested in my story, and that I contacted them, and Dad was like, what? I have no idea what this is about. He then rings me and goes, Daniel, what have you done? The SGS expressed a keen interest in my story and wanted to feature it in their company. They wanted to encourage my generation and all the children sat here today to really involve themselves in science and eDNA. So they offered to conduct the testing for free. Even that statement is amazing, that they offered to do it for free. And in exchange for using my photos on their website to really share that message, they also cautioned my dad to manage expectations just in case there wasn't anything, and to keep it quite low that we had actually sent this eDNA, and the likelihood of obtaining actual results was very, very slim. The company arranged for a courier to come and pick up the samples, and the following day, and the samples were sent to one of their labs in Portugal, and it took 6 weeks before they're ready. And they asked me, oh, we want 1 more week to do some more testing. I went, okay, that's fine, didn't really think anything of it, and me and Nan felt like it was a lifetime. My dad and I received a call from the eDNA company informing us that they had my report, but wanted to discuss it before releasing it to me. They were just as perplexed as we were. The scientists actually swore on the phone to us and went, "We have no idea what this is." And he said this kid may have actually done it. In addition to finding DNA from squirrels, dogs, foxes, and more, there were unexpected traces of old world monkey DNA and great ape. Now, you don't find that every day. Thanks. You don't find that every day, and especially in the southwest of England. Who would think that? And at this point, me and Gramps are like, how can Bigfoot be in the UK? Come on, this is ridiculous. It really then opened my mind then, and Gramps' mind. I then reached out to some researchers who have become my friends, and I soon realised that perhaps, just perhaps, I had stumbled upon something unexplainable. During these conversations, I had many meetings with Dr. Jeff Meldrum, an inspirational researcher to me, who gave me some encouraging advice. I was contacted by the national press, newspapers and magazines that you can find on my table. I was suddenly accepted into a community where I finally felt comfortable. I've never said that I believe that this footprint and this DNA to be Bigfoot. I believe that this is something unexplainable. I don't know what it is. It's the what if. What if this could be something? Or what if it's that question that I love the most? All I know is that people are finding all this very hard to explain and don't know what to say about it.
I am continually impressed that kid knocks everything he does out of the park. You tell me, I would never know he's autistic. I would never know.
No.
You know?
Speaking of the devil, what's going on, fellas? What's up? I've not seen very many people who have had the success he's had at such a young age with almost everything that he's done, particularly in the Bigfoot community. So I was stoked to get the call and glad to be a part of the team, because being a part of the team is being family. I mean, it is family. It's what it's evolved into for me. So I was all in, man. I'm always there for family. Family's always there for you, so.
Daniel, we are not worthy, sir. We are not worthy. You've never done that. You've never done any speech of that magnitude.
No, and every time someone keeps asking, I literally just stood up and just spoke.
And he had a script, but that was actually my fault. Because the thing was, I kept saying to him, and I admit I was wrong, because I said, no, Daniel, you can't just go up there and just start talking. That's not, you can't do that.
But
and so
I kept going,
yeah.
Look, I can do it,
You
I can do it.
And the script there was really for me, because I thought if he goes up and bottles it, like I have every faith in him, but that is massive as a thing to do. To go from everything that he's been through in his life to then speaking in front of all these people, it was more there to see if I needed to do it. But he just went for it.
Well, I told him to handle it like a live podcast. You're in front of a bunch of people, but you're still doing the same thing you do every day on your show. So.
I signed a dog afterwards.
Oh, is it the big one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that
so
big
cool.
one. Yeah. Yeah, but it was awesome.
And honestly, in my opinion, your scripted part was great, but when the crap hit the fan a little and you went off script, you were amazing.
There were people at my booth buying a book from me, and they stopped, and we were like watching the stage because they were listening to your story, dude.
Yeah. I like watching you almost more than watching him. As a dad now, like, what a moment, huh? From what all you guys have been through, and 3,000 plus people you delivered, and you...
Yeah, mate.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. From all the difficulties he's had to a point where, you know, the selective mutism and not being able to even look at people and have to face a wall, to doing that.
3,000 plus people. And it wasn't awkward.
High five that.
Dude, it wasn't even awkward. There was nothing, it was just, you're meant to stand there. But we have a question though, right? So you're progressing in your discipline, but are you ready to go on an epic Bigfoot adventure?
What does that mean? What does that
I'm
mean?
a little bit worried when RPG says that.
What does that mean?
I'm just wondering if you've built your confidence enough to go to maybe the Bigfooting mecca of the world.
Is that with both of you?
Where is that?
Do you want it to be a surprise, or do you want us to say?
Yeah, go on then, say it.
We have some wonderful contacts in the Pacific Northwest, and we would like to formally invite you to come with us to go look for the hairy man.
John going to be eaten by a bear?
This is your journey, bro. I'm going to follow you and support you as much as I can.
Some of the best researchers in the world are in that area, and as Ryan said, we're fortunate enough to have some contacts with those folks. You get to go to the Bigfoot Mecca and meet some of these amazing researchers and learn more about your journey. Pick up more mentors. That's what it's really all about.
Let's go. Now,
Take a moment to think about it.
Guys, can I just thank you? The things that you guys are doing for him and his journey is just unbelievable. And thank you. And this is going to...
Let's jump in the car now. Park the car now. Let's go.
I need to phone your mum. Okay, we need to check with her that we're allowed to do this, and I think possibly a phone call to Gramps.
I think
as
there's
well.
someone else that needs to come with us.
If this can happen, thank you.
So you're inspiring a lot of people, and they saw it. They just saw what you did, and they're like, okay, but is he ready? Are you brave enough to come do this? Because it's the next level. It really is. You know, you guys don't have anything really scary in your woods, right? These are scarier woods.
If we make a phone call to Gramps as well, because I reckon...
Yeah. Of course. No, the whole family. It's a no unless the whole family comes, because that's your tribe, bud. That's your tribe.
Let's do it.
All of you should be really ashamed of yourselves, quite frankly. This is a kid that's coming into the field and probably is going to exit it now because of all this bull. People need to own up to things and realize that you're attacking a 15-year-old autistic kid from the UK who now, who knows what's going to happen now. But it's just disappointing to hear and to see all this crap going on in the Bigfoot community, where everyone should be supporting each other, but yet we're starting to see this deteriorate. So I'm just disgusted with what's been going on. This is why you have independent researchers that are doing their own thing outside of the community and not being accepted by them, because you have stuff like this. So there's a couple people, and I'm not going to name names, but you know who you are, and you need to stop it right now.
My biggest struggles with autism are... It's a hard one because it's not certain struggles, it's anxiety comes with it, and that sucks, that absolutely sucks. And I think it's... every time I walk into somewhere that I don't like, there's no chance. It's like we went to a restaurant the other night, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. And I just know when my brain will tell me if I can't do it, and that feeling is feeling sick, and that is my worst feeling in the world. If I feel that I've got a headache, no, it ain't gonna. The way I deal with big situations is by putting mask over my face and just going through it. But it's when that mask can't hold, then there's a problem. I'm pretty good at keeping that mask on, and I will do it pretty much all the time. But there are times where I go, do you know what? I'm not doing this. And that came a couple times. I went, do you know what? No. and I think it is really hard when it becomes the point where I go, no, I can't do it, but I know that it's tied. My hands are tied sometimes, and it happened on the plane. Did not know what to do. So that's kind of how I get through.
On this journey, we're meant to be laughing and we're meant to be enjoying everything he's worked for. And we get on the plane and he's been so brave. And it got too much.
With Daniel's autism, it comes with lots of strengths, but also lots of barriers. So Daniel has sensory processing, he has a demand avoidant profile, and all of that comes with its difficulties. He becomes very overwhelmed, he becomes dysregulated, he can't cope in everyday situations. And so as parents, we have to be literally right behind him to support him through everyday living. And what's really difficult is trying to get the social typical world around him to understand that life is really difficult for him. So we have to be advocates, we have to repeat our story, we have to be there to support him. And when he is struggling, it can be extremely hard to manage. So from not being able to get dressed in the morning to grounding a flight when he can't cope. So we have dealt with some really difficult situations, and I have to try to educate some people who we come in contact with to the difficulties of autism, the difficulties of demand avoidance, of how to communicate, of sensory processing, to try to support him with how to do everyday things. He is really hard work at times, and I love him to bits, but my goodness me, parenting Daniel is really difficult. But I'd fight to the end of the world for him, and I will stick up for him and try to help him to be as successful as he can in this life, because that's what he deserves. When Daniel is at his worst, he feels huge levels of sadness, huge levels of overwhelm, and becomes quite depressed, and it spirals into a negative, and that's just not what Craig and I would want for his future.
I got a surprise for you.
I thought I heard some troublemakers out here. You made it. Is this beautiful? Is this beautiful? Hey, so I have what I believe is the ultimate surprise for you guys, specifically for you two. So if it's okay with everyone else, just to start, I would love it if you two were the first to go inside.
Why with Gramps?
Why with Daniel?
Why not me? Because you two are the ones that set us off on this adventure, and I believe what comes next will bring it full circle.
His fault.
It is both of your fault. So
No, you're watching the TVs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good luck.
You and Dorf.
Oh, okay.
I think some might jump out at us or something.
You'll love it.
Then the bucket of water here is a.
Well,
wow.
I think RPG's surprise is something that I'm not, I wasn't expecting.
Oh no.
I'm not expecting this.
You are joking.
Bobo, mate, come here. Hey. Oh, this is my,
Friend, you are.
Is this Paul Newman?
Wow. Oh, yeah, that's very generous of you. Oh, wow.
How do you feel right now meeting Bobo?
That's a hard question. I don't want to make it sound as if it's all staged or whatever, but I feel quite honoured to sort of meet you. It's and
you should.
Yeah. But I do. I feel to be in the presence of somebody that I've watched. It's not like meeting film stars or whatever, but this is real. I've always found that you were real. This is the real thing. You were out there. You believe 100% in everything that you're doing, and to actually meet you like this, and in this, and particularly here, wow, it's just.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to meet you guys, man.
Thank you so much, Bobo. It's been a very, very good pleasure to meet you.
It's been great.
I don't know how statistically it works out, but it seems to be that there's for sure an advantage beginner's luck first time.
Yeah.
Like your first time going to a place like this.
Yeah.
I think it's your best chance of having something happen.
Absolutely.
There's so many beginner's lucks because the person's never ready for it. Like they're not the recorders.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's like you get the experience and like you're like, I'm gonna be prepared every time after that.
I was sort of walking out there, my little camcorder on my phone. I was going to be ready if anything happened.
Good.
I was going to. So you don't want to miss anything.
It may turn out blurry though.
It might turn out very, very blurry.
I can't believe you didn't talk before.
Just wow. I can't say anything.
Why don't we sit on the bar?
Wow.
Okay, when I first heard about this project, I was like, this sounds like I thought. From what I heard, this is how it was relayed to me. Like I don't even remember who told me. Like, because I don't care about this kind of stuff. Like it's Bigfoot personalities. I could care less.
Gramps, you saved him. You saved him.
Yeah.
That is too much. If I've in any small way have pushed this boy somewhere from where he was to where he is and where he's going to be, then my time on this earth is well spent. Apart from this lady here, who we've been married now for over 50 years.
They're ancient, aren't they?
I'm not quite sure how I've made that.
I'm sure I need
I'm
my
not sure.
medal now.
But it's I can tell Thank you for asking me that, Des. But I know we've talked about this before, and it's in some small way, if I've had an influence on this life here and what it's going to be, then that's me done. I'm done. So
mission accomplished. I guess I got some messages. I saw some messages. I get a lot of messages and like interview requests and stuff like that. And I was just like, whatever, and just click. Just didn't even open it or nothing. And then RPG called me and he's like, no, the family's great. And I was like, he's like, you gotta go. I'm like, dude,
I'm done filming. I have no interest at all going out with film crews in the woods at night. Like, I like to go for real squatch and just keep it quiet, dark. But there's the other thing of being such a circus and such a scene that you attract them.
You ready, Gramps?
Yeah, Alex.
Ready as you ever be.
Ready to go.
So, we're gonna go out in the forest for a couple of hours and let's go and see what happens. Anything else I'll feed you?
Yeah, before we go, I've been reaching out with my mind, using mind speak, as some call it, to let them know we're coming by focusing on a map in the general area. And now that we're here, just something simple. This is from the Klamath Indian tribe. Tobacco, sage, just put it out. Thank you so much for letting us come here and explore. This young man right here, Daniel, he's ready for a genuine experience, and if you are here tonight and you believe he truly is, then please show yourself. Thank you. That's it, simple.
Right, let's go, guys. Nah, we gotta get over to the,
Are we already lost?
I mean, we can get there from...
Instead. In fact, this may be the best way, Brian, and Chris. Swampy.
Which could mean maybe some nice tracks.
No, bit more. Stop. Okay, keep walking forward. Straight forward. Stop. It's huge, isn't it?
It's big, yeah, keep going forward. Dude, it's a squatch.
You're kidding.
Is that one of us out there? Back up in the tree?
Yeah.
I think there's an owl over there.
Yeah, something's over there.
Let's go over
Over there, mate. I'm convinced. 100% convinced.
Well, maybe if Bob trusts you, he'll let you take the therm, and I'll go in with you. Brian and I will go in with you, and we'll just see if we can catch it as it gets out of there. Look how rotten that is.
Oh, yeah.
Eyesight! Up there! Up there! Oh my god, someone's watching us! Oh my god! Holy! We have one shot. Now's the time to do it. We are literally on the heel of this thing. There's someone up there. Someone's moving with us.
I told you, dude, this flat is a big benches, and you see one, that's where we're going to see it. On this bench up here, I said, if we're going to see one, it's going to be up here, because this is what they love. They love these flat benches.
Okay, guys, there is a heat signature.
Thank you.
Oh my god, something is right there. Yeah, right where you pointing towards, there was something just there.
Keep looking.
We have just seen them moving quite fast now.
They're gone. They're
Oh look, they're going.
We're going to have to get together with Brian in a minute, see if he can confirm it was on two legs. But you might not have noticed, because we chased up there, it was a trail. And the reason we know it's a trail is because all of this deadfall was broken in one long line right up past where Brian is. Wow. However, as we were coming up, we heard breaking branches here, like two. But then...
2 feet.
Hey?
2 feet.
No, 2 breaking branches, like 2 things being
Yeah.
broken. But then what I heard was like a small tree laden with water being hit, and it let all the water go.
Did you see something cross?
Yes.
Could you see what it was?
Something big and dark, right across the trail. Yeah, so I was hearing movement. Chris and I were both hearing movement. I heard what sounded like stuff snapping, heard the couple of faint whistles. We went a little further and I was hearing like this faint, like boop kind of sound. So we start going up and hearing movement. Chris was hearing movement on his side, so we're crossing over trying to get up the trail. And as I'm going up the trail and I look up ahead of me and there's a break in the trail that's probably 6 feet wide. Something shot across the trail. Have no idea what it was. It looked like it was upright, but I saw a dark just through the trail. There's a big tree, probably 3 times the size of this one, and it was on the other side.
So which way?
You okay? Yeah. So
which way is it heading?
So it went left or right.
Is it heading that way?
So this way. From this direction. Actually, it's not as thick up here. Once you get up here, you can see where it could have continued on up the hill.
So
if whatever it was.
Is it keep going?
Oh yeah. There's a little bit of deadfall right up above the tree where I saw it.
How easy is it to navigate?
Once you get past this, it's not. It opens up if you guys want to walk up there.
Now's the time that we are literally on the heel of this thing, whatever it is. And are you all right?
You're all right, mate.
It's an adrenaline, man. It's pure adrenaline. And
Okay. Do you want to sit down and stuff?
No, I'm just having a little bit of a dump, adrenaline dump. So.
Okay. Do you want some water or something?
You want to suck it up?
I'm gonna suck it up, Buttercup. Let me get a drink of this water here. I'm like,
Yeah, you are shaking.
Daniel, you are in the Pacific Northwest and you might have just been within 20 yards of Bigfoot. What's up?
I want to try and find this damn creature.
And then the next thing I remember is I hear Daniel yelling, I see eye shine. I see eye shine. And I see his flashlight go up to this certain area, and I followed his light up. And as soon as I looked up to the area where he saw the eye shine, I saw white, glowing, luminous eyes, what I assumed to be eyes, bouncing, kind of doing this erratic bouncing thing. Then I saw him, but again, I'm speculating, but I think it was something that went down on possibly all fours. It certainly went from a height of what I estimated to be about 7 feet or so to it dropped out of frame, basically. Straight between those trees right here, Ron. That's where I'm shining my light.
Oh!
It's up down. I don't see it. It's moving up and down.
What's that?
Eye, dude.
Something's right there. Right there.
Okay, mate?
Yep. It's right there.
And then I see an arm, a shoulder, and the side of a face and a head of a hairy creature moving across the trail where I was shining my flashlight. Because I was shining my flashlight where the eye shine was. That disappears, and then I see this creature walk across the trail.
Oh my god, holy! I got it! Something's watching us.
Where?
I see just one bright spot.
Oh!
I don't see it.
It's moving up and down. White eyes, dude.
What the hell? Oh, something's right there. Right there.
Oh my god. Go.
Oh my God. It just went across the trail, dude. You saw it? It's going to the right.
Yeah. Really? Look for tracks. What do we got? All right. Well, it's fresh. What happened?
I was trying to go back to the area where I saw something cross over the trail. And as I do, Daniel's behind me 15 yards. He says he sees eyes shine up a hill. Chris and I both stop. I go back, I see the eye shine. 2 huge white eyes staring down the hill at us. I shine my light up the hill. The eye shine bounces, it goes down like it dropped down. And as I'm coming up the hill with my light where the eyes were, I saw a huge, brown, hairy figure cross over the trail and go to our right. Oh my God. So I booked it up the hill. And now we're standing in the spot where I saw it cross over the trail. So we gotta look for prints, dude. There's gotta be something here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come on up.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Amazing. Dude, I fell like 3 times trying to get up here. Just sprinting, trying to circle it. Make sure it didn't go up.
Oh my God. Oh.
How do you explain this to people? How do you explain this to people?
I cannot believe that just happened. Oh my God. I'm like shaking, dude.
Let me see your hands.
Oh my God.
Let me stay.
I'm shaking like mad. You okay? You all right, mate?
Oh.
You okay, Brian?
Sasquatch Odyssey live.
Oh my God, dude.
We started pushing forward and we went up that slope like, I don't know, like the place was on fire behind us. And we're shining torches everywhere, and I think somebody said it looked like a scene out of E.T., where there's torches running through the forest everywhere, and then Daniel's torch caught the edge of the tree, and I saw this side here, really well groomed, hairy, and it stepped, and it was boom, boom, and gone. But I knew in that moment I had seen Bigfoot.
Dude.
We are chasing
something. Oh my God.
I swear to God.
Do you know how rewarding that experience is. That I saw something head this direction, and then you saw that eye shine, dude.
And you saw it move, didn't you, Chris?
As soon as I saw
here to his shoulder, and I saw it like half a second, but I saw it move, and I saw it fur, and I need a drink, but
when I saw, when I had my light up, the eyes, did you guys see the eyes bounce a little bit?
Yeah.
And then it looked like they went down, right?
Yeah.
And I shined the light up the hill where the eyes were, and that's when I saw, like Chris said, shoulder up this part of the arm, and up the head, go just like this.
Yeah.
Right across the trail.
And the ice.
So is that your first experience?
Oh, yeah, that kind of experience, absolutely.
Like there's a trophy. Look, this is how it got up.
And I was like, thank God when I heard Chris say, I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not the only one.
No, but I saw both eyes. I just saw both eyes staring at us.
Can I say it? Can I just say it? I think there's a squatch in these woods.
I think.
Right. Oh no, dude, I know. I know, because I saw it.
That was. Yeah.
We're not believers, we're knowers.
You're officially knowers, gentlemen. You're officially knowers.
Okay, all right. Dad, what do you think?
But to be honest, I didn't see anything. I was so focused on the sound, which is now for some reason turned off, and I don't know what's going on. But there was so much going on at one time. I was focusing on you. I was really worried about you, and then it was like a domino effect. It was like suddenly it was here and there, and then everyone just started running. So I was more focused on that. When I looked up, I'm gonna be completely honest. There was some commotion, I would say. What that is, I don't know. So I can't say.
Yeah.
But there was energy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I saw both eyes and you saw it move.
I swear to God, I saw it move. And the right height.
It was red,
That's your
orange.
Is that your first? That's your first experience.
Oh, yeah.
That was red, dark, round eyes.
Red.
Red.
Jesus.
Red, glowing eyes. And Brian.
Where are we?
Brian.
I've got a GPS.
Oh my God, we've been like running. You're over. It's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You did it. You did it. Yeah? You did
Finally on the right expedition.
Yeah? You've been on the right track the whole time.
I've listened to so many people tell their stories.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let it flow, baby. Let it flow.
It's the moment to have it.
We did it though, mate. We did it. We did it.
Oh my God.
That is what I've been looking for.
So Brian, what is anyone going to believe you? How would you get someone to believe this?
Doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter to me. I know what I saw. I know what I saw.
It doesn't matter to me.
The people who know, because they're standing right here. That's all that matters to me. I wouldn't have wanted anybody else on that hill with me other than the people that were there and the other team that couldn't make it up the hill. I wouldn't have wanted to experience that with anybody else.
You came on the right trip, bud.
You know it. And that was a frantic push up through the forest, but I'm sure there was two, because we were both saying the same thing, but in different sides. And then you said, I can't remember what you said, but because as you said it, I saw it move. I saw the back of his head and shoulder move out behind as it went. But it was flashed in my mind. It was like I was like, no, he's wrong. It's going that way. And so I'm sure there was two.
As soon as I knew that it was eyes, I was dedicated, determined, and dependable. I was getting up the hill.
Yeah.
But as soon as I saw the thing cross, I was and elbows, dude. I was not stopping, straight for it. I don't know if that's smart or not, but I shined the flashlight up, had the flashlight exactly where the eyes were, and that's when I saw, it was like turned from here, I could see from like elbow, shoulder, here up to a conical head. It just moved across the path.
Burned out and weathered. and my spirit is broke. I've wasted so much time, now time is wasting me. And snapshots of yesterday are swallowed in the sea. And life's going by, and life's going by. So turn down the music and turn up today. Life's going by. I'm looking through the window and searching my soul. The day turns to night, it begins to take its toll. I can't go back, but I can't stay. In a matter of days, it's been another year, and life's going by.
I've had dreams about this. I've had dreams about a council, the right council of people coming together, and I've worked my whole entire career with people that don't believe and they don't care. And we're finally surrounded by people that believe and that want it. I don't think it's a difficult equation or a difficult thing to figure out. You just have to surround yourself with the right tribe, and they can feel that. They felt this. We're good. We're good people. There's too many people.
You are the one, Ryan, that has got us to this point.
No, it's all of us.
No, and the reason why I say you, mate, none of us would be here without you. I don't want to get on that plane. It's but the fact that I did, the fact that we all did, it's because of you, mate. The reason why we sought that, the reason why Brian, Chris and that are here, are all because of your doing. You have got us here, and you got Bobo, mate. This is all you.
You may not have had your tribe, but you found that.
I wouldn't have done that RPG.
We're talking about vulnerability, right? And I don't want my kids to hold it all inside like I think all of us do here. Let it go. I'm a manly man, you know, but that doesn't mean I'm not emotional. And I've really appreciated that. That might be my favorite thing that we're all kind of doing, is letting that out. So anyone that's watching, it's okay. It's okay to go low, because something great's coming.
Can I say real quick, welcome to the Bigfoot Eyewitness Club. Welcome to the Bigfoot Eyewitness Club.
I'll hug you as well, mate.
Welcome to the Bigfoot Eyewitness Club.
Thanks, man. I didn't see it. Just the energy.
Yeah.
However, I don't believe that autism is a bad thing, and I believe that it's actually come to help me. With me being autistic, I'm like, let's do it. Let's find a way.
Morning.
Morning.
Changed, and my spirit is broke.
Sailing on troubled waters, for sons and daughters, sisters and brothers. Sailing across the ocean, we seek our fortune, this life we've chosen. Hoist the colors, unveil the wonders.
plans have changed and my spirit is broke. I've wasted so much time, now time is wasting me. And snapshots of yesterday are swallowed in the sea. And life's going by, and life's going by. So turn down the music and turn up today. Life's going by. Looking through the window and searching my soul. The day turns to night, it begins to take its toll. I can't go back, but I can't stay. In a matter of days, it's been another year, and life's going by, and life's going by. So turn down the music and turn up today. Life's going by.
A seagull's pecking away in the kitchen. But then
that's not my fault.
No, I screamed and launched on you because I was trying to get a biscuit. That was hilarious.